How's things, everybody? So I said the other day that I was going to unwrap this, and I have my trusty little helper here again. This was one of the, it's like one of the survival kits that you buy online. I've never unwrapped it, don't know exactly what's in it, but I have sort of recently thought about making up those grenade ones. So I'll drop the camera down and we'll unravel this. I don't know how long it's going to take. If you get bored, thanks for showing up anyway. But yeah, the first thing, carabiner. Right, let's drop this down and open it up a bit. Right, there we go. So we've got our carabiner. I think to open this up was there's a tab there. And now, which way? I think. Alright, so this is going to be a while to unravel this. Alright, so I tell you what, how about I put you guys on pause and I'll see if we can, because this will take me a good couple of minutes, I think. Alright, well, stay with me here for a little while. It shouldn't take too long, but the only thing I'll say straight up about buying one of these things is you're buying it and it's going to have the cheap Chinese paracord on it. So the ones that I'll be making up will have the USA 550 cord. I've already started getting the bits and pieces together to make it a little bit better and tigerize it. So let's see if we can actually get into this thing yet. I do like the fact that it looks to me like the D-ring that they've used, the shackle here, is actually stainless. So that's always one good thing, I guess. No, it's not going to come out yet. Alright, so at least we've got a stainless D-ring that we can use. Let's see if we can get this out a little bit easier. Alright, so we can just pull this to the side. Alright, now we can get to the meat of it. Let's see what's actually in our survival kit. So there's a fair bit of paracord here if you need to use it in a hurry. Now, what have they put in this little box? Trying to get the little box open. Alright, so straight up it looks like there's a little bit of tinder. So that's just like a cotton ball. There is a couple of little floats. Or what is the... Oh no, they're little sinkers. The green things here are little sinkers. You got some swivels, fishing line, and a couple of small minor hooks there to use. What else is in here? We have a safety pin, and that looks actually like there's a little ferro rod there. So we've got a safety pins and a ferro rod. Okay. There is a wire saw, which I was going to put into mine as well. I will check this saw out against the ones that that I get from Cameron and see what the quality is like. But I think most of these nowadays, they're all pretty well made to do the job. Oh, this is cool. Band-aids, which you've got to have. There is the emergency whistle. I've got a couple of whistles like this. They are very loud and very good. There is a little torch, which I'm hoping there is a battery in here, because otherwise it's pointless getting one of these in one of the kits and not being able to use it. So it should theoretically just be something that is stuck over the battery. Okay, That's interesting. I don't know why it does that. We've got to try and get to where the batteries are first. Okay. What's going on? Alright, so the torch, until I find out how to open it and check batteries, doesn't work. But it is a cool little torch to have in the kit. Would be even cooler if it worked. These little multi-tools, these things are fantastic to use as strikers. There is a small double-edged saw on this edge. You've got your bottle opener, of course, and depending on your map, you can actually use these as a direction. So they're always handy to have. What else have we got here, Tig? Hey, you haven't been joining in and checking it out for me, mate? Alright, so they've got the alcohol pads in here as well. They're always handy because you can use these for fire starters. I always keep these in my fire kit. And there's aluminium foil, which can be used for a lot of different things. And in a hurry, you've got your signal mirror. So they always come in handy, having a piece of aluminium foil. So this isn't a bad little kit. I'll modify mine a lot more, and I will have the saw. There will be a compass in mine. The compass is probably about the size of the aluminium foil there. It's not one of the button compasses, it's one of the better quality ones. I think the fishing gear can be upgraded a little bit in the one that I'll be doing, and I'll definitely be upgrading the size of the ferro rod. Now you can start a fire with this ferro rod. I will actually show you that, and there is a sewing needle in here as well, so you could also use the fishing line that's in here as a thread if you needed to stitch yourself up. But the ferro rod, I will definitely be putting a bigger one in the grenade style that I'll be making up. So this will give you, I would say, with the paracord, just roughly, I'll measure out, it's 1.5. So yeah, you've got quite a few meters of paracord. I will actually unravel this, and I will let you guys know the exact length of what it was. And I probably would even go as far as to make the one that I'll be doing out of fishing cord as well. The fishing cord has your jute cord in it. Well, you've got the choice. You can have the fire and fishing line together, or you can just have it as a fire cord. It's entirely up to you what your preferences are. So yeah, okay, so I'll just bring you guys back up here quickly. There we go. Alright, so I'm fairly happy with what's in here. I don't know if it would get me out of trouble, really. There's not a great deal here. The torch, if it worked, would be fantastic, and I will get this thing working. I'll find out how to get it going, but I'm quite surprised at what the back section pulls out for. Oh, that's for your zoom in and out. Okay, so we've got to be able to open this up from the front somehow, and I would really hate to be trying to do this, and because I'm almost ready to grab it with my teeth and start pulling it apart. You could use a multi-tool. I'll try using a rubber band first, and I'll probably throw a rubber band in the kit because they always come in handy. The big red ones that you usually get from the post office, they're a great rubber band to have. But I will get this. This isn't going to beat me now. But yeah, so they were one of the cheaper survival things that you can get. I think I got it for $5 or $6 off Wish, which, I mean, for the money you can't complain. But if you were going to rely on something like this, I would want a lot of different stuff. The saw will definitely help you. I think there needs to be a blade. There is a slight sharpened edge on this card tool, and I would use that to strike the ferro rod. But see, you've got your markings there to indicate direction on that ring. This edge is very rough. It will cut, like I can get it to slice through skin there a bit, but I definitely wouldn't be relying on this. It would strike that ferro rod beautifully because it's actually burred. So yeah, this will actually help really well to strike your ferro rod. And you've got that small saw. I don't think that's going to help you out a great deal. I'd be more inclined to use this one. So in mine there will be a blade of some description. You really do need a better blade, and it's hard to find a small blade that will fit into this sort of the grenade configuration type thing. You want to use something that is of quality. I would hate to really think, you know, I'm dying here, I've got to survive, and all I've got left, because the canoe's overturned or the kayak's overturned, I've lost all my gear, and the only thing that I've got was I was smart enough to clip this to my belt. So, you know, you look at the stupid scenarios. Honestly, if you're in the situation where you have to survive on this and this is going to keep you alive, you deserve to die because you weren't prepared. But yeah, these things are good. I do like the whistle. That even comes in a sealed bag, so you know that somebody hasn't been sitting there blowing it on you. But I'll pull the whistle out, and it's the same sort of whistle that you get with the Tops blades. When Tops knives send you out a blade, they send you out a whistle as well. So it's loud enough. It was that loud, was it, mate? It's that loud. Do you want to blow it? You can blow it? You can blow it? You just want to slobber on it? Okay, we'll blow. No? Alright. You just wipe the slobber off on the dog. Ew. So, yes, I've got my helper. So yeah, these are the sort of whistles I find really good, because they do get a loud pitch to them, and they will be heard from a fair distance. Cameron has some smaller whistles which I will be putting in, because I don't think he has these, but the ones that he does have, like this, ear piercing. For those of you that have won the paracord raffles, most of you have gotten a whistle in that, I think. So they're pretty cool. Actually, no, I think it was only in the big Easter raffle that there was a couple of whistles. But they will start and add those to the new prize packs. We will be changing those up a little bit. And then those of you that win, you can make your own quite easily. You can follow the directions on how to tie knots. This is pretty much a standard. I would say that they've made this to be like a Cobra band, which is great, but I would have liked maybe something in here as well, which was still your survival gear, because there's nothing in it. It's just limp rope. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd unbox this like I told you I would, and I'm going to get this torch working, see what the rest of it's like, compare this saw with the one that I get from Cam's Cords, and the ones that I put in will be all from Cam's Cords, because he only has the best quality. So alrighty guys, take it easy, and I will see you on the next one, which will be the build of my little kit. So as always, stay safe.